Johny Big Rig Hendricks. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, the undisputed, reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, George Rush St. Pierre. We go.
Hendricks, the southpaw in the yellow trunks. Black trunks for the champion, St. Pierre.
Beautiful takedown. Ducked right under that big punch. Anticipated it. Got him to the ground. Guillotine choke. He's got him mounted. Early. Lost it. Lost it. Got it again. Lost it again. And now they're wrestling.
Than any fighter in UFC history. He just surpassed the numbers of BJ Penn. Inside the octagon.
Oh! That time, Hendricks anticipated George ducking under, so he threw an uppercut.
Hendricks can
hard
land
elbows
bombs.
by Hendricks. These are vicious
Big, hard
elbows.
shots. And George gives up on the takedown attempt because of them.
Yeah, you can't take too many of those. Hard knee to the thigh.
Most famous athletes in all of Canada. Takedown, Johny Hendricks.
And there's another hard shot.
Nice job by George to get up.
Early, Mike. High kick by George.
Nice. Good counter by Hendricks. Oh, my goodness.
Just grazed him with that.
Round 2. Early, St. Pierre looks to establish the jab. And
with the knees to the thigh, landing a couple punches, hard elbows. There's another straight left.
Big counter. Johnny's trying to time the counters with the left hand. One. Oh, counter again with the left jab.
He hit him with a hard left uppercut. George is in trouble.
Now
George is in trouble. He's wobbly.
Hendricks,
another hard uppercut. Another one.
Oh, my goodness.
George is in big, big trouble here, Mike.
Hendricks up the middle over the top. Again. And the right hook as well. Oh.
Telegraphed that kick. Nice jabs by George. Oh! Missed with that knee. Nice jab.
Good counter.
There's that big left.
Superman punch. In the pre-fight interviews for this battle with Hendricks.
Right hook landed by Hendricks. Good right hand by George. Hendricks tags him again, this time on the temple.
Very close in total strikes landed.
George is not moving his head. There's a head kick. George is not moving his head much, Mike.
With Mike Dolce on his diet.
There's a good counter right by George.
And uppercut. And conditioning. Johnny feels if it goes. Johny Hendricks, this is his 12th UFC battle.
Good right hook by Hendricks.
Start George. Oh.
Good inside leg kick, hard and low. A good knee by Hendricks.
Counter again.
He's also breathing a bit heavier. There's a good left hook by George. Tagged him. There's a good left by George.
Good counter again. Big round for GSP.
And there's a big difference between the horsepower that Johny Hendricks has in this round. Look at how he's landing that punch. And there's the takedown attempt by Hendricks.
And Joe, I was just going to ask you, as you see Johny
immediately responded, and
he
got
gets it.
15 seconds that convinces the judges. And George up to his feet.
10 seconds. We are headed to the championship round. In fights that go the distance. But we are a long way away from that. The pace and power of Johny Hendricks has slowed, but GSP's down.
He slipped there, but Hendricks capitalizes. He's on top.
In college by the great John Smith, the two-time Olympic gold medalist. Good elbow. Good ground and pound by Hendricks.
And if Hendricks can keep George here for the remainder of this round, he will solidify it. As long as he keeps working. Body, head, you're hearing from his corner. Good shots from the top by Hendricks.
GSP pushes off.
Wow, and Johny
Hendricks lets him up.
And Hendricks barely has a mark on his face.
Oh! Nice counter. Nicely done.
There's that uppercut. There's the right hand by George, and he's looking for the takedown.
Hendricks turns him around and puts him against the cage.
Trying to get those underhooks and try to keep this takedown from happening.
Hendricks wanting to complete his third takedown.
Good sprawl by George. Hendricks keeping the hands on the ground to avoid the knees to the head.
Smart move. Five minutes remain.
George St. Pierre has got to be in desperation mode at this point.
George has never been taken down 3 times in one fight. Hendricks has taken him down twice.
And you heard his coach, Mark Lehman, saying, look out for the head kick to Hendricks. Shoots that uppercut right up the middle, and he lands it again. Look at this. Good balance by Hendricks. That's a 2-time National Division I wrestling champion, ladies and gentlemen.
St. Pierre won his
side by Hendricks. George looking for the Kimura, but Hendricks grabbed a hold of George's arm. Hendricks is strong.
Hendricks started doing 50, then 100, and then more and more push-ups.
Good kick to the body by George.
Good shot
good right
by St. Pierre. Take down St. Pierre.
See what he can get done.
Hendricks trying to sneak out.
He can hit him in the head. As soon as the knee's up. And there it is. Good right hand by Hendricks.
John Jones was taken right to the distance by Alexander Gustafsson. And tonight, Johny Hendricks.
It's such impressive takedown defense by Hendricks. And he's down. And George has his back.
Right back up. Third takedown for GSP. 30 seconds on the clock. What a way to honor 20 years of competition.
Effort. He doesn't have much time left. and Hendricks sits down on his hand.
They have gone the distance. Johny Hendricks and George St. Pierre. Wow.
27 for the winner. And still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, George Rush St. Pierre.